Today we're going to be going over the Rabby Wallet. If you don't know what a Rabby Wallet is, it's just like a MetaMask wallet. If you've never used a MetaMask or a crypto wallet before, welcome. We're going to go over an entire video of going through the entire process of setting up a Rabby Wallet and also using it and so forth and the features that it has. If you're coming from MetaMask, make the switch. Take the time, watch this video, make the switch. It is absolutely way, 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 way better. First, make sure you're on the right website. It is rabby.io, rabby.io. You could download an extension, you could download a desktop. Keep in mind, if you go to the App Store, there are no apps currently. There's a bunch of scams out here. You download the wrong wallet, you implement some seed phrases, you're going to get your crypto stolen. Make sure you're on the right one. It is open source. You can check the GitHub and code to make sure you're downloading the correct one. So I am on the Brave browser and I'm going to add it right here. This is exactly what you do. You go to the website, you add it to Chrome or Brave if you're on it. You're adding the extension. I'm doing this right here with you guys so you can see exactly how this works. All right, so bam, I just downloaded it, and now I'm gonna open a brand new wallet. Here's the thing, I don't have really on a wallet. I can create a new seed phrase. This is going to create a brand new crypto wallet. So if you're brand new to crypto and you don't have a crypto wallet yet, you can create a new seed phrase. If you're trying to import a MetaMask account, you simply import MetaMask account, import your seed phrase, and bam, now you have your old crypto account into a different so forth. It's the same thing. Import seed phrase and import my MetaMask is very similar. You could also import private keys, individual addresses onto here. You could connect hardware wallets. You can connect mobile app wallets. It makes it very friendly. Alright. I am not using this video to import some of my old. This is a different browser that I have it on. So I'm going to create a brand new wallet for so forth. I need to create a password. This password is going to unlock and lock my application on my physical device. So if you forget this password, you're not going to need it if you have the seed phrase, just so you know. So I am going to create a password right now for you guys. Let's see if I do. Terms and conditions. If you want to read that, you can, and so forth. There's some warnings that you can read, but it's going to show my seed phrase. What you're going to do is you're going to write this seed phrase down. If you ever lose access to your computer or you want access to your crypto that is on these addresses, you can simply type in this seed phrase anywhere in the world and you can have access to your crypto. All you need access to is the internet. Find a wallet provider, whether MetaMask or Rabby, and this seed phrase will work in any application wallet to get access to your crypto. Now, I'm writing this down just for this video in case something happens. Understand that obviously this is going to be on the internet. Do not use this. This is something that will be compromised, right? The seed phrase, never take, again, we talked about this so many different times, never take any digital trace of this. Do not put in your notes. Do not take a picture of it. Do not have any digital trace. Write it down on a piece of paper and then we went over this before on how to encrypt this, self-encrypting this, right? Make it into a crossword puzzle, put it into a story, put it into your brain, memorize it. However you got to do it, do it. But make sure you protect it. Do not make any digital copies once again. So I saved the seed phrase. Also, sometimes some applications, when you do it, it makes you verify that you wrote it down. That way you know. So when you have a seed phrase, your seed phrase is going to hold many different private keys and individual addresses. So all of these addresses right here are backed up behind this seed phrase. That makes sense? Each individual address here will have a private key behind this address. So you have 50 different addresses, you have 50 different private keys, but you have one seed phrase that controls them all. So it's just telling me, say, hey, what do you want to add into your thing? Let's just do my top 3. And here we go. I now can pin it to my thing, and voila. So here's the Rabby interface. And when you want to change addresses, you could have tons of addresses. You can have hardware wallets in here, private keys addresses, addresses that are backed up by your seed phrase for your Rabby wallet that you just wrote down. This is your seed phrase right here. It could also show all different types of wallets as well. So you can have as many wallets as you want, backed up by different methods. So this is how you transfer. If you want to switch wallets, you can switch wallets. This little button is going to refresh the blockchain. So if I just sent funds in here and if they're not showing up, you could refresh it. It's going to automatically sync. And if it's there, it is there. It's nice, good feature where you can refresh the balance right away. Pretty awesome. Right in this area, you're going to see some value units and so forth, which I'll show you in my other Rabby wallet. So I have $27 here. It's going to show you this. This is the blockchain that I might have some value on. In this little area, you can click on it, and it's going to show you all the tokens that are in the wallet. If you don't have a token showing up, it might not have a price feed on it. You can see it in this little section with lower values. But the nice thing about this is you can see all of your tokens right inside your wallet right away, which is pretty awesome. The only downside to this is a lot of people are used to, if you use coming from MetaMask, you might think this is how much gas you have in your wallet, but this is not the case. This is total value in your wallet. So as you can see, I really don't have enough gas to make a transaction here, even though it may look like I do. So that is one thing to be not confused by. But this is the nice little wallet. If I want to copy my address, can I copy it? And that is how I can import more wallets into this. But that is the features for this top half. Let's go over some of the buttons, and then I'm going to transfer over to my Google Chrome where I have my Rabby wallet, and we're going to make some swaps and so forth to get a little bit more in depth in this application. This has a swap feature. You can swap tokens to tokens. The cool thing about this is it's going to, we'll just get started right here. The nice thing about this swap feature here is it brings up some quotes. It's going to go find the best platform for you. I highly suggest maybe using this a couple times, maybe in the future, depending on when you're watching this. They may or may not drop a token for doing some of these swaps. Who knows? But it's a pretty cool feature in that you can implement quite a bit of platforms through it. It will find you the best feature, and you can go that. That is swaps. You push out a transaction, so forth. I need to send coins to someone. Well, I type in the address. You can put whatever address in there that you want, and enter amount of Ethereum and send it. With this application, it will pop up. You might need to type your password in that you used. You can receive crypto. What chain do you want it on? Let's say somebody's sending me some Ethereum from the Optimism blockchain. Bam, and this is my address. They can scan it and so forth. Pretty cool. This also shows you NFTs, which is something a little bit different than maybe different applications that you're using. So I can see my NFTs right here that are in this wallet. Pretty awesome feature. Also, you can see your past transaction history, and these links right here will go to the block explorers. So let's find something on Ethereum. Do I have any transaction on Ethereum? Yeah, I got some transaction, and so it'll take you directly to Etherscan, which is nice. If you're looking how to get to Etherscan for your Rabby wallet, this is how. So you go to transactions, and then you go down to what you're looking for, and then you can click your Etherscan and so forth. If I want to see my address, it's a different topic, but I could see my address that is on here. I could do a gas top up, which I can add Ethereum into here. The big issue with this, I'll never use this, is look at the fee. I got a $20 service fee. Yep, not happening. I can easily make a swap cheaper than that and send gas into my wallet. Not going to use that. Here's another insanely good feature. It has an approval button. You hit the approvals, and it's going to show you what approvals that you have interacted with, smart contracts that you have with with that address. So as you can see, it's OpenSea. I have a Uniswap open. I used 1inch with this, and so if I went to a malicious website and I need to revoke token approvals because they have access to my tokens, one click on the Rabby Wallet and bam, I have an approval features right here where I can see my bad smart contracts that I may have interacted with. Absolutely incredible, and it's very trustworthy. This is a huge feature in the Rabby Wallet. And your feedback, talk to the DBank community. They have a more button, so you can lock your wallet. Obviously, you're leaving your computer, cafe shop, or you're giving it to a friend. You don't want him to have access to your crypto. You can just simply lock the wallet, and then in order to get the wallet, you just need to interact with your password again, so forth. You could enable whitelist for sending assets, yes or no. It's gonna require your password. Basically, what this means is if an address isn't whitelisted, it's gonna prompt you to add your password into it before you go. If you're gonna change the RPC, you could add RPCs into here and so forth, which is great for privacy or so forth, maybe faster connections, different nodes, whatever. But if you're looking to change your RPC, you know how to do that. You know what I'm talking about. That is where it is. So they have some pretty other. If you want to add a chain, you could add chains as well. A bunch of little awesome little settings here. So here's another big thing is swaps. So here's another thing is if you have MetaMask and you have Rabby and you don't necessarily want to get rid of, you can do this little button right here is switch to MetaMask. I'm going to flip it, and now I'm going to be on MetaMask. So if I'm on a website and I go to connect wallet, it's going to show MetaMask. Where is my Rabby wallet? Well, in your Rabby wallet, you can flip it, and now Rabby is in use, and you can restart your website and connect, and you can see where MetaMask was, now Rabby is. So you can use one at a time and so forth. It's a really awesome feature, and it is that. So I personally have both installed, MetaMask and Rabby. If I were to get rid of MetaMask, Rabby would only show up. Now I want to make a swap, and I want to also change blockchains. It automatically switched. Amazing. Super user friendly. I also want to. Wallet is this? There we go. I thought I had some token. Let's do AD. Some Ethereum. Some one. Continue. Aha. So it's on the Ethereum blockchain, which I have a little bit. Going to try to make a swap here. Token doesn't trade in U.S. centralized exchanges. I was conducting research. Well, that is one of the problems with blockchain today. Here we go. Let's switch my VPN. What's that? If you know, this will be a good demonstration also for my VPN video. All right. Oh, so there you go. Now I can actually see my tokens pop up. Pretty interesting, huh? How if I'm in one geography, one location, I can't make a trade. But if I'm in another location, I can make a trade. How does that work? So I want to swap this. Let's just try to put a swap on here. I know my video is kind of in the way, but this is the interface is a lot different than what we may see with MetaMask. Right, but there's a lot of information here. At the very top, it says view raw, and we can actually see the data and ABI and hex behind here, which is very important when you're signing maybe malicious transactions. You can see token approvals and so forth. Also, we have complete customizable edit things, how much you want to approve and so forth. We have this little warnings that pop up, and you have ignoring warnings that you may have to ignore or so forth. So there's a lot of information that's coming up that we don't get with MetaMask. So it's going to be a lot more difficult to get scammed using a Rabby. Also, another thing is gas. When you were in a rush to get a mint, or we're trying to buy something as quick as possible, we want to adjust the gas prices. So I can affect the GV here. I can do a custom one and write, 200. I want it done extremely fast. I can change the gas limit to whatever I want. Also, if you have transactions stuck, you may need to change the nonce. So if I have my nonce 60, the last transaction I made got stuck, I want to rewrite that and send something to myself to cancel it out. I can change that as well, and so forth. So there is ways to manipulate the good details that we are always looking for, and so forth. So let's cancel out here. Let's try to make a transaction. So this is exactly how to change things. Fast instant gas isn't too much. You can see the gas price here and so forth. It won't let me sign it until I cancel out the warnings. You see I have a warning here. I could ignore it, and once I ignore it, and sometimes there's multiple warnings, so it's just an extra layer of security. When you see some big red flags, oh, what is that? Am I on the right website? So forth. Also, a wonderful, wonderful thing here is when you're using hardware wallets, MetaMask usually messes up quite often. And the coolest part about this is you can hit this retry button, and it prompts your hardware wallet again versus MetaMask. I don't know how many times I had to restart the application and so forth just because it wasn't working for me. Whenever it doesn't work on Rabby, I just hit retry, it reprompts it, and it works all the time. I haven't had issues with it at all. I typed in my passcode for my hardware wallet, and now I should be entering a swap. So that is the Rabby wallet, and when it gets approved, that was a token approval, and now we're signing the data. So you can see all the information with here. I never interacted with this contract, so it's showing a slight warning, and this is that. So I can ignore it, and then I can also sign it, and I'll prompt my hardware wallet. And if I have issues with it, I can always just hit retry, which is nice, and I'll reprompt it, and then I follow the instructions on my hardware wallet, and bingo. Very, very, very simple process it has gone into. So that is the Rabby wallet. It is absolutely amazing. I highly suggest using it. And if you have any questions, please leave comments below, and I can help you out. Have a wonderful day. Peace.